Hi! So first I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has been sending me videos and like messages and comments and things into my inbox. I really appreciate it. It's making this project for me, this media project for me, so much more interesting and fulfilling. I feel like I'm really like kind of integrating myself a little bit more into YouTube and the kinds of things that are going on. So please, if you have any like tips or comments or messages or videos to share, like please send them to me. I will watch them. I have been watching them and I really am enjoying them, and I will respond, and thank you again. Today's topic is going to be a little bit long, I think, so sorry. I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible because I know long videos are hard to watch, but it's about Hurricane Sandy and my experience last week, and it's going to be about like the whole week, and I'm going to try and make it really short. So here I go. So first let's start with Sunday. Sunday was impossible. Me and my roommate were cooped up, locked in, like we thought that the hurricane had already started, because we're from California and we don't know what a hurricane is like. And so we stayed inside all day, and by 6 o'clock, we were like, okay, we have to get out of here. Of course, everything is closed. The subway's closed, all stores are closed, restaurants are closing, and everyone's going home because the hurricane's about to hit. And so we go to the grocery store, buy everything that is perishable. Basically everything that is perishable. Monday, we cooked these things, and well, my roommate cooks it because I can't cook to save my life, but she makes like chicken and tofu, and I made the salad, the sad salad. Got like all these things. We ate half of it, we put it in the fridge, and we watched a movie, and we were bored. We were just so bored. And then the lights went out, and we didn't really know what to do. So we went outside. That's what they tell you not to do. We were getting all those like creepy little alerts in your phone, like stay indoors. But nope, no, not us. We went outside for about 10 minutes and then went back inside because it was scary. Half of Manhattan just pitch black darkness. That was the weirdest, I think. And I think you, like most people would agree that it was literally apocalyptic. Felt like quarantine, zombie. It was right around Halloween. That was on Halloween. People were literally getting dressed, walking around the streets, and trick-or-treating, which I guess makes sense because why wouldn't you? But it was so scary. Like at night. Not okay. But it was very interesting. It was definitely eerie, and I think the word that everyone is using is apocalyptic, because it felt like the world was ending. And then you walk up 30 to 40 blocks upward, north, and everything is fine. It's literally civilization. The stores are open, bars are open, banks. People in my, like, where I work, in my office, were in the office working, and I don't know how they even got there because the subways weren't running. So it was really strange, and it was a very different experience. I didn't have any cell phone connection, none, for a week. And you think that wouldn't be too hard, but it's actually so hard because I don't just use my phone to like contact people, but I also use it for like keeping time or looking at like online, like Twitter, Facebook, all those things, and I didn't have any access, so I was never using my phone. Even if I had it charged, I was never using my phone. So you literally find out what time of day it is when the sun goes down, and that's it. That's nighttime. And so by 8 or 9 o'clock, you feel like it's 1 in the morning, and you don't know what you're gonna do for the next 4 hours. But it was very interesting. There was a lot of bonding, I really do think, especially for the NYU kids. There were 6,000 kids who were evacuated and had to stay in like our school buildings, and it was literally like a refugee camp. It was actually like a refugee camp. There were cots and pillows and blankets, and people were sleeping there and showering in the gyms, which luckily, you lucky bastards had hot water at least. No hot water in my apartment. But yeah, free food. You think you're gonna starve because you don't have fresh food to cook, but no. I think you just like get into that mind frame, like I'm gonna starve, so I'm gonna eat everything in my kitchen. So I ate everything in my kitchen, in addition to the food that NYU is presenting to us. And multiple meals at a time. Yeah, it was, anyway. So, but also, I think really just the fact in like putting good faith in people, like in communication, where you'll tell someone like, I'll meet you here, I'll see you then, and you are literally like that's when, no flaking, there's no I'll be there in 5 minutes, because there's no way of contacting. So that was really, really strange, but very interesting. I used a payphone for the first time in my entire life. That was disgusting. But I think it was also just like getting to know your neighbors. I spoke to more of my neighbors in that one last week than I have in the past 3 months that I've lived here. And it's really just because there's nothing better to do, there's nothing to distract you, and you have a mutual topic. This goddamn hurricane, Sandy, ruined our lives. No, not really. Well, some people. But yeah, so it was definitely a very interesting experience. It was quite eerie and dark, but I really do think that it brought me and some of my friends together, and I really do think that it kind of made us appreciate what we have. I really do think that I also just like appreciate my friendships a lot more, who you talk to and who will be willing to stay with you in that darkness. And it's scary. No one wants to be alone in darkness, complete darkness. It's very off-putting and unnerving, and I'm very grateful for the friends that I have and who I met and just who I got to talk to and spend time with, and I think that's what's really important, and I'm really, really glad that, I experienced it. I'm not happy Sandy happened, but I'm glad that I got to experience this, at least, hopefully, for once, just once in my life. But, yeah, so that's all I really wanted to say. I hope you listened or enjoyed. I hope you stayed this long. I know it's kind of a long video, and thank you again.